All right, so we've got some really interesting AI articles to look at today.
Yeah, definitely some big stuff happening.
Yeah. Um, so one is about this new OpenAI model O1
Oh,
that
wow.
was accidentally leaked online.
Okay.
And then there's one about Perplexity AI and how they're using real-time data to like track elections.
Huh. Interesting.
And then there's NVIDIA using AI to train robots.
Train robots.
Yeah, super fast. It's crazy.
Oh, so it seems like we're really seeing AI move beyond just, generating text or images. It's
Oh.
like it's taking on these roles that we used to think were like uniquely human reasoning and analyzing complex situations.
Exactly.
Or teaching.
Okay, so let's start with that OpenAI article
Okay.
about this O1 model. They nicknamed it Strawberry while they were developing.
Strawberry.
But anyway, so it was accessible online for a little bit, just briefly.
Oh, wow.
And people found out that it could do all kinds of things, like analyze images and solve puzzles and even code. So it's not just processing language anymore.
Right.
It's actually reasoning.
That's a big jump.
Yeah.
Going from those language models to these reasoning models.
Right.
And they did it by using this thing called chain of thought prompting.
Chain of thought prompting.
Yeah, basically imagine giving the AI a problem.
Okay.
And instead of it just like spitting out an answer,
Yeah.
it breaks the problem down into steps,
Right.
like a human would.
So it's like it's thinking steps ahead,
Exactly.
almost like playing chess or something.
Yeah, exactly. And this opens up so many possibilities. I mean,
Yeah.
imagine O1 helping doctors diagnose diseases from medical scans or assisting financial analysts with these complex predictions.
Right.
I mean, it could revolutionize so many fields.
It's incredible, and it kind of makes you think about like, what are the implications of this?
Yeah.
Especially with something like elections.
Oh, right.
Which actually brings us to that article about Perplexity AI and their live election tracker. So it uses real-time data to monitor elections
Right.
and pulls information from all kinds of sources like the Associated Press.
Interesting.
It's like having this superpowered analyst
Right.
working 24/7.
Well, transparency in elections is so crucial.
Right.
And this tool could really provide that.
Yeah.
Imagine being able to track the results and analyze trends as they're happening.
Yeah.
It could really get people engaged in the process,
Yeah. It would be fascinating to see how that plays out. But it also makes you wonder, like, what if the AI makes a mistake
Oh, yeah.
or the data is flawed?
That's true. It's important to remember that any tool can be used in ways that weren't intended.
Right.
That's why we need transparency and oversight.
Absolutely.
We need to make sure these AI systems are used responsibly.
Yeah.
And that the data they're relying on is accurate and unbiased.
Definitely raises a lot of questions about how we ensure these powerful tools are used for good.
Yeah.
Now, you also sent this article about NVIDIA and their work with robots. It's like something straight out of science fiction.
It is pretty mind-blowing.
Yeah.
So they've created these virtual reality training grounds where robots can get years of experience in minutes.
What?
Yeah, using tools like Isaac Lab and the Hover model.
Hover model.
Yeah, it uses AI to create these really realistic simulations
Oh, wow.
of different environments and tasks for the robots to learn from.
So instead of it taking years to train a robot to, say, perform surgery,
Right.
it could learn everything it needs to know in like a fraction of the time.
Precisely. Imagine the possibilities.
Wow.
Robot could perform complex surgeries, manage entire farms, or work in these dangerous environments,
Right.
all with minimal human supervision.
It's amazing to think about the positive impact, but I also can't help but think about,
Yeah.
the downsides. Like,
Yeah,
what
but-
about the impact on jobs?
Right.
Are we all going to be replaced by robots?
Well, that's a question a lot of people are asking. And it's a valid one, but it's important to remember that history shows that these new technologies,
Yeah.
they might cause some disruption at first,
Right.
but ultimately they lead to new industries and new opportunities.
So it's not necessarily about robots replacing us,
Right.
but about us adapting
Exactly.
and finding new roles in this changing world.
We need to be focusing on developing skills that complement AI.
Okay.
Skills that require human ingenuity, empathy, and critical judgment.
So like design and innovation and
Exactly.
complex problem solving.
Yeah, and roles that need emotional intelligence.
Right. So it's almost like we're entering this new era
Yeah,
of collaboration where humans and AI work together
I think that's a great way to put it.
to achieve things that were impossible before.
And as we go deeper into these articles, we're going to see even more examples of how AI is not just this tool for automation,
Right.
but a partner in progress.
I'm ready to dive in.
Okay, great. Let's do it.
Yeah.
It's amazing to think about the impact of all this, on society.
Yeah.
Like if AI can reason like O1, what does that mean for our education system?
That's a good point.
Do we even need to, teach kids how to memorize things anymore?
Right. Like, should we be focusing more on creativity and adaptability
Exactly.
and, like, even understanding how AI works?
Yeah, because they're going to be interacting with these systems more and more as they grow up.
For sure. So it's like...
It's almost like we need to prepare them for a world where AI is like a collaborator.
Right.
Imagine a classroom where AI tutors can personalize lessons for each student.
Wow.
And then the teachers have more time to like mentor and foster creativity.
That would be amazing. But let's go back to elections for a second.
Okay.
We've already seen how misinformation can spread online.
Right.
So could an AI-powered election tracker actually make that worse?
It's possible, and that's why it all comes back to transparency and oversight.
Yeah.
We need to understand how these AI systems work,
Right.
what data they're using, how they're reaching their conclusions.
It's not just about the technology itself. It's about building trust.
Yeah.
And making sure that it's used responsibly.
It's about making sure that AI is used to strengthen democracy,
Right.
not weaken it.
And I think the more powerful this technology gets,
Yeah.
the more important it is to have these open conversations about, its potential impact.
And not just conversations between like tech experts, but with everyone.
Yeah.
Policymakers, educators, everyday people.
It's a societal issue.
Exactly.
It's not just a technological one.
We all need to work together to create a future where AI is used ethically and responsibly.
Okay, so speaking of ethical and responsible use, let's talk about NVIDIA and those AI-powered robot trainers.
Oh, right.
It's pretty amazing how they've accelerated the learning process for these robots.
Yeah, it's incredible.
But it also makes me think about the future of work.
Yeah.
What happens to our jobs if robots can learn so quickly?
That's a very real concern, and it's something we need to be thinking about and preparing for. But it's important to remember that throughout history, new technologies have often led to, some disruptions at first, but they've also created new industries and new opportunities.
So it's not necessarily about being replaced.
Right.
It's about adapting.
Exactly.
And finding those new roles.
We need to be focusing on those skills that complement AI.
Okay.
Things like human ingenuity, empathy, critical judgment.
Like design innovation.
Exactly.
And complex problem solving.
Those are things that AI can't replicate.
Right. And anything that requires emotional intelligence.
Exactly. Those skills will always be in demand no matter how sophisticated AI becomes.
It's like we're entering this new era of partnership.
I like that.
Where humans and AI work together.
Yeah.
To do things that were impossible before.
Imagine doctors using AI to diagnose diseases more accurately.
Wow.
Or engineers using robots to build sustainable infrastructure.
That would be amazing.
Or teachers using AI to personalize learning experiences.
Those are some really exciting possibilities.
It really shows how AI can be a force for good.
Yeah. But we also have to remember the potential risks.
Of course.
Like bias in algorithms.
Right.
Data privacy misuse.
Absolutely. We need to have those ethical frameworks and regulations in place to make sure these technologies are used responsibly.
For the benefit of everyone.
Exactly. It's like we're at this turning point.
Yeah.
We have this powerful technology with so much potential to solve some of the world's biggest problems.
Yeah, but it also has risks.
It does.
So how do we use it wisely?
It's huge responsibility.
So where do we go from here?
I think it starts with awareness and engagement.
Yeah.
The more we understand about AI, the better equipped we'll be to make informed decisions.
And those decisions are something that we all need to be a part of.
That's right. This isn't just about tech experts or policymakers.
It's about all of us.
We all have a stake in the future of AI.
Yeah.
And we all have a role to play.
So what can our listeners do to be a part of this? Yeah, it really is empowering to think that we all have a voice in this.
Yeah.
That we can actually help shape how AI develops.
Exactly. And there are so many ways to get involved.
Like what?
Well, I mean, it can be as simple as just staying informed,
Okay.
Reading articles like the ones we're talking about today.
Right.
And having conversations like this, you know, even supporting organizations that are working to make sure AI is used ethically.
So knowledge is really key here.
Yeah, absolutely.
The more we understand about this technology, the better decisions we can make.
And it's not just about understanding the technical stuff.
Right.
It's about understanding the potential impact on society.
Yeah.
The ethical considerations.
Yeah.
The ways it might change our values and norms.
It's like AI is making us rethink what it means to be human.
That's a really interesting way to put it.
Like in a world where machines are becoming more and more capable.
It's a conversation we need to be having.
Yeah.
As AI evolves, it's going to raise questions about our own identity, our values, our place in the world.
It's exciting and a little bit scary all at the same time.
Yeah, I think that's a good way to describe it.
Like we're standing at the beginning of something brand new.
Yeah, we have this incredible opportunity to shape it.
It's an opportunity, not a threat.
Exactly. And there will be challenges for sure.
Yeah.
But if we work together and embrace all the complexities of AI, I really believe we can create a future that benefits everyone.
That's a great way to put it.
Yeah.
So as we wrap up today,
Yeah.
what's one key takeaway you want our listeners to remember?
I want them to remember that the future of AI is not set in stone.
Okay.
It's something we're creating together.
Yeah.
So let's approach it with curiosity,
Curiosity.
responsibility, and most importantly, hope.
I love that. Curiosity, responsibility, and hope.
Yeah.
Those are amazing guiding principles as we move forward.
Absolutely.
Well, thank you so much for joining me on this deep dive.
Oh, it's been my pleasure.
It's been a truly insightful conversation.
I've really enjoyed it.
And for our listeners out there, keep exploring, keep learning, and keep imagining
Yeah, that's what it's all about.
the incredible future we can create together.